Has Lisa Rinna from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills gone too far? Well, fans are slamming her for her recent dig at Kathy Hilton by using Paris Hilton's trauma. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So last night I saw this screen grab of a post that Lisa Rinna posted on her Instagram story. As you know, just this past week, Andy Cohen was calling Lisa Rinna out for her social media behavior and being out of hand. And he's like, I can't believe some of the things that you post. And Lisa Rinna is good for posting things and then deleting them, usually the most problematic things. But before we get into the most problematic thing that she posted, let's just talk about what she's posting currently. So as you know, this final part of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion will be about Kathy Hilton and what went down in Aspen and what she said in Aspen about her sister and about the group. And Lisa Rinna, even before the season aired, had been alluding that it was some sort of homophobic slur, racist slur, and now it's turned into people didn't want to do a conga line. Who knows? We've said this countless times. Kathy Hilton is not innocent. Her children over the years have been caught out there for being very problematic in a variety of ways. Look, because I already know there's the Team Rinna people and then there's the Team Kathy people. And I keep telling you, be Team You today. Be Team You. I'm Team Kempire all day, every single day. However, we're going to call certain people out when necessary. So some of the things that Lisa Rinna is posting on her social media include, I don't play either. Call me as many names as you want. The truth is still the truth. We're still wondering about your truth, your storyline, Lisa Rinna. But anyways, we've gone on how many seasons with Lisa Rinna not really having her own storyline and really navigating and producing everyone else's storyline. Giselle, sound familiar? She then reposts another post from a Twitter user where they say, wait, Kathy legit is pushing the narrative that this was a setup? Her own actions from the club to the house? She was set up? She really believes this at her big age? Child. Then she reposts another Twitter user where the Twitter user says, nobody gets more upset than a narcissist being accused of exactly what they did. Here's the thing. And everyone has a right to their opinion. Everyone has a right to their opinion. Here's the thing, though. I don't think people, especially like Team Kathy fans or whatever it may be, have an issue with calling her out if she said something wrong or she called the group out or she did something that was out of pocket during the Aspen trip. Here's the thing, and I've said this during my recap of Beverly Hills. It's the way that Lisa Rinna has made this the biggest issue of the entire season, saying that, Kathy, you really need help. And saying this to her own sister. So all of the blow-ups that you've had this season alone that Lisa Rinna has had, but over the years, no one has really, at least, well, the fans have. No one of this cast has harped on it the way that you're harping on what may have went down in Aspen. Because no one's saying what went down in Aspen didn't happen. But we also got an apology tour from Kathy Hilton. So at what point do we say, all right, you said this, you did this, okay, we can move forward, or I can't move forward with you. I didn't like what you said. That's fine too. But harping on it the way that Lisa has harped on it is part of the reason why fans cannot even ride with Lisa on this. Because it's just like, no, you're trying to deflect, which we have. Because we are not currently talking about Lisa Rinna's real storyline, all the things that came out before the season even aired in regards to her and her family. Or Erica Jane, literally in the clip for this week coming up. Andy, if you thought people came on you this week hard, wait till next week. Because Erica Jane, talking about the earrings, literally says to him 3 times when he's trying to get an answer out of her about, okay, but you're appealing to get these earrings back that were bought with client money. She says it's on appeal for legal reasons. It's on appeal for legal reasons. It's on appeal for legal reasons. But Andy's follow-up questions are not hard enough. The follow-up question, and I'll wait till we see the full episode. The follow-up question for that, Andy, would be, Why would you appeal for earrings that were bought with other people's money? I don't care that it was Tom that gave it to you as a gift, but Tom bought that with money that did not belong to him. Why would you appeal for that? What are the legal reasons for that? Explain that to me, because that's what people are going to be asking. But of course, Andy. Speaking of Andy, so over the weekend, Andy said countless times, and I agree with him, we've said this countless times here on the channel and on other platforms, that this is a reality show and there's no reason to be bullying these housewives, bullying their children in their comments, threatening their lives. Stop that. We agree with that. So Andy, I want to know how you feel about Lisa Rinna's post and delete, where she highlights what someone else says in regards to Kathy Hilton and her daughter, Paris Hilton, and Paris Hilton's trauma. So if you've been under a rock, there was a whole situation where Paris Hilton talks about the trauma she experienced at a boarding school. You can Google schmoogle the whole situation. She was abused at this boarding school. Literally, there was a recent article, but no one's talking about that, where Paris Hilton is advocating to Congress to prevent this from happening to other children. And no one has forgotten that when Paris had confronted her mom about what she experienced, that her mom did not feel sorry or do better or try to show some regret or remorse for sending her to this boarding school. We could talk about that. But for Lisa Rinna to post on her Instagram story, to use this show for entertainment, Andy, to use Paris Hilton's trauma as her snapback, as her proof of who Kathy Hilton is. So she posted this on her Instagram story, and it was from a Twitter user. But if you Google schmoogle the Twitter user, why would you post? Anyways, it's a whole, look, we talk about the bots, and we talk about, if you look at the bots and how many followers they have, and interesting. So she reposts this Twitter user where the Twitter user says, Kathy to Lisa, you're the biggest bully in Hollywood. You saw that during the reunion clip. Me to Kathy, person says, your mother that had her daughter kidnapped in the middle of the night, which led to her being abused, R word, and you never apologized to her when she confronted you about it. Hashtag RHOBH. Here's the hypocrisy of the situation. And we literally talked about this and covered this recently when we were talking about the DL Hughley and the Monique situation. Even Monique fans were like, when Monique used DL Hughley's daughter's trauma as her snapback at DL Hughley, everyone turned on her. They were like, are you kidding me? Are you trying to re-traumatize this girl? And now we have Lisa Rinna doing the same exact thing. Here's the difference though. Monique and the DL situation was real life beef happening. But you're talking about a show for entertainment, a reality show. So what consequences will Lisa Rinna and her social media behavior have? Because at what point do we go from this is just for entertainment, this reality show, to no, your actions on social media in real life have consequences? And this is not the first time that people have slammed Rinna in recent months for her post and delete of problematic things, i.e. the Real Housewives of Dubai ladies. And she tried to make that off, oh, I was talking about their ratings, blah, blah. What you should not do is involve, first of all, Paris didn't even want her mom on the show. But now you're trying to use Paris's trauma. And look, we can argue back and forth. Should Garcelle have included Amelia in the book? Apparently, Garcelle regrets doing it and has agreed to remove Amelia out of the book. Should she have done it in the first place? Should she have had a conversation with Lisa? Of course. Of course. Why not? Maybe she didn't think about it because it had played out on the show. But that's between them. And they made good with it. All right? They're done with it. But here's another situation where we're involving children, and I know a lot of you are like, well, she's grown, she's 40-something years old. Yeah, but her trauma is stemmed from when she was a young girl. And she's literally out here trying to prevent other young girls from having the same experience. Guys, as always, I want to know your reaction to this. I know a lot of this was playing out last night. Rinna, you already know. She already knows. When you post something like that, it's never really deleted. People are watching you. Let's have that conversation in the comment section, guys. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.